Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot, although these are going to be Lenormand readings. So I have 4 different Lenormand decks shuffled for 4 different questions. The first one, this deck here, is the Mandnacht Lenormand, and this is Jamie Sawyer's Sawyer's Path. It's available on Etsy. And then this one is the Vintage Lenormand, which you can find on rootweaver.com. And actually, both of these 2 decks I've only seen on Etsy. This little deck here is the Under the Roses Lenormand by Kendra Hurto. Actually, hold on, I think I have the box. Yeah, I have a little box on that one. And you can find it anywhere. Any bookstore, seller, Amazon, everywhere. Okay, so let's set this aside because we do have 4 different questions. And the first question is for Paula. So these are yes or no questions, which is why I'm doing 4 of them all at once. But there might be some added information with a couple of these questions actually. So Paula wants to know whether or not Trump is terrified. Is Trump terrified that the incoming Biden team will find something damaging? Perhaps he needed an extra term in order to cover it up. Okay, so just for that question, what is the answer? Yes or no? Well, we have the house. So it's neutral. That's a maybe card. And then we have the anchor, which is a yes card. But let's go a little further to see what the other reasons are, because of course you guys can imagine there are more reasons than just this one. So this is the White House, and the answer about getting rid of incriminating evidence, the answer to that is yes. But what else? Maybe some tapes. Oh, this card could also just be about stress with the birds. But with the ring card, this would bring in the element of partnerships. Interesting. And then the tree has to do with the whole Trump crime family. All darn family. Letters is all about documents, so there's backing up the documents. And fish, that has to do with money and transactions. Wow. Okay, so but on another level, let's let go of the incriminating evidence and look at other reasons. Transactions. To get money, just to get money, because they're the grifter family. He's wanting to stay there as long as possible because of, let's draw some more cards, because there are more reasons than just sales transactions, of course. Let's see what else we can get. Because I have my own ideas, but I have to let go of my bias and just ask for, just the facts, ma'am, just the truth. I only want the truth. Okay, so let's look at all the reasons, another whole row to show us all the reasons that Trump is hanging out in the White House for as long as possible and not conceding. And which keeps Biden and his, incoming staff pushed out. So all the reasons why he's doing that. Okay, So, of course, we have the house anchor. Well, let me read it as I go rather than just naming it all, because I think it's just a waste of time, probably. So yes, it's the White House and things that he's done, things that are sunk in there, and with the anchor card. And these are other loyal people, loyal to the White House, loyal to the administration, and the gifts that they have given. So there's a paper trail of those transactions, and might be a little surprising. There's also all of the, with the snake card, that brings in the element of all of Trump's rivals. So part of the reason he's doing it is just because, you know, he wants to complicate things for Biden, and of his, you know, his hatred for his rival. And of course, because, you know, Biden has everything to do with Obama. That was the Obama-Biden administration. So there's that. So he's wanting revenge. He's thinking of all little stressful ways he can just exact revenge as he goes along. And then with the ring card, he wants to, with the ring coupled with the coffin, he wants to end any type of you know, intentions that are coming through, any success that could come through. He just wants to, well, he wants to bury documents. He wants to bury financial documents, the fish in the letter. And they are many. I mean, if you remember in the beginning of his administration, he got in trouble. Trump got in trouble for shredding and just throwing things away because he's so stupid, he didn't know, or he didn't care, both, that everything in the White House needs to be like documented and kept track of. So I don't know if things were ever recovered or if they've been buried and just gone. But he's wanting to cover things up. He's wanting to bury, you know, partnerships. I really, really hope that there are all kinds of tapes, listening devices that will betray him. But this is all, these cards are just, this isn't about what's, you know, what's going to happen in the future. This is the reasons why. These, you know, 14 cards here are the reasons why Trump is barring Biden from access, and he's refusing to concede. So, of course, it's because he's trying to get all the money he can out of his followers, his donors. You know, like, you gotta pay for my legal fund. You know, if you want me to stay, you got to pay, basically, is what he's saying. And they're dumb enough to go along with it, so there's that. And there are, you know, internet transactions that will be revealed. Everything will be revealed. But he's just trying to create success for in the future because maybe he wants to write a book. I mean, who would listen to him? He's insane. I guess his followers were, but do they read? No, I mean, it's doubtful. But anyway, so the intentions with the stars card, one of the major meanings is his intentions, the family intentions. And maybe the family wants to, because the tree card knights over to the book, maybe there are other family members that want to write a book. Yeah. And again, documents, book, yeah, to make money. So honestly, Paula, I can say that it's mostly, his intention is mostly for money. It's always about money. But yes, there are things that he needs to hide and get rid of. Yes, you know, he's trying to get rid of his toxic sludge. Yikes. Okay, so let's put this aside and use the Sawyer's Path, Lenormand. And the next question is for Shirley. Shirley wants to know, will there be a civil war, goodness, due to Republican voters' refusal to accept Trump's loss? Okay. The scythe card right out the gate is no. So I guess I could ask why. Why is that a no? Just to give you a little more info. I think that it's always nice to get more. With such a profound question, too, right? Okay, so we have the Scythe, the Moon, the Garden card, the Fox, and the Bouquet. So the answer is no, and it's because we do have, these are both very public cards. So we do have public networks that are always spying and always watching. And they're looking for surprises. And the Bouquet card is a very, it's a card of gifts. So we could say that we're very gifted by our like spy community. It could be that it's not even just in the United States of America. So the answer is no. And of course the scythe is also a card of like danger. But yeah, I think it's saying, no, it'll be cut off. They would be cut off, like they would be cut off in the public, within the public network. And there are forces, there are public forces that are working behind the scenes to protect us. And we can, accept that is, we can just accept that that's the beauty of the United States of America, the FBI, CIA, military. We do have that protection. So I would say no civil war. It'll be nipped in the bud as soon as anybody pops up with anything dangerous. And part of what's happened in the past with violent protests, we've seen how that goes as well. So, okay, so that's a no. Excuse me. Deborah wants to know, excuse me. It's so darn dry. Okay, so Deborah wants to know, will the electors vote in good faith? That's this deck that I shuffled ahead of time. Will the electors vote in good faith to American voters on December 14th? She's saying this is Trump's last chance to steal the election. Okay, so will the electors vote in faith to the American voters? December 14th. Well, the coffin card is a no, so that means that there's probably going to be one of them, one or two in one of the states. So now let me keep going and ask, will it matter? Because it would take the faithless electors in all the states, all the swing states, or in enough of them to make a difference. So let's get more of what's going to go down with the electors. In relationship to the American voters, there's a commitment. So there's a commitment, but it's not going to be all of them. But if it's just one state, it's not going to matter. Okay, so the answer is No, it may not be all of them, but there is a commitment to minimize any, cunning scheme for the president. So, let me reshuffle these. Let me use this little deck here that maybe it is. This deck, the maybe Lenormand. Let me shuffle these for a moment and tune into will Joe Biden be inaugurated on January 20th, 2021 as our new president? I think I've asked this question several times before, but yes, because we have voted, we have made the choice. Yes, you don't get more like grounded, like, it's in, than the anchor card. These are two big yes cards, and this is why. And then the crossroads card is of course neutral because it's about the choice. Because we have chosen him. We've chosen him to be our president. Yes. So so we don't have to worry about if there's one faithless elector or whatever, don't have to worry about that. Because the Supreme Court even voted on that earlier, at least to not mess with the popular vote. Now, all the states don't have to agree to that, but I think most of them did. Okay, so this little spread is for Lorraine, and she wants to know, will we find out if GOP senators cheated? And, this is going to be a really tricky question because voter suppression is a form of cheating. So of course the bigger answer is yes, because it's out there. Governor Kemp, and he's not a senator; he's a governor. So I think I should open up the question to bigger than the GOP senators. Okay, so will the truth come out about all this cheating that has been happening? Wow. Well, so, because this can't really be a yes or no question because it's so complicated. So we're getting a story here. So it's going to end, there will be an end to the stealing that has happened in the public. And these nefarious, these thieves, these are both thieves. But the fox is very cunning. The mice just kind of, the mice just want to survive and they go in and they steal. So the stealing from the most nefarious and cunning people will be blocked in the future. So this is one of those questions where of course it can't be yes or no. There are too many players. There are so many darn players involved. But it looks like they'll be blocked. Let me draw some more cards as to what will be revealed. Oh, I'm going to have to move things up. Okay, hold on. Let me draw the cards first. Ooh, now that's an interesting picture there. Okay. Might draw a few more, but let's see. Let's get these moved up. Okay, so what we have is it will end these people who have been just sunk down into their stealing and their nefarious ways. Of course, it's going to be blocked, but there's going to be so much public and networks, public networks who will be doing research and research and research and investigating. And they're going to find out who received gifts from the good old boys club, because of these cards combined. And there's going to be, obstacles to the way that they've hidden before. So this tells me that things are going to get way better after, what's that guy's name? Sheldon Whitehouse. After he does his thing, once things change and shift, boy, man, the next 4 years, we're going to see so many movies, and there's so many investigations. I mean, I heard that, what's his name? Michael Cohen's book is turning into a movie. So that'll be interesting. Because, I mean, I didn't make it all the way through. I got about quarter of the way in, and it's like, yeah, this is movie material. I remember thinking that to myself, because he gives such details of everything that Trump, did while he was with him, or, what he did for him. But anyway, so there's that. So the subterfuge, the fog, it won't be able to be so hidden anymore because of these like super PACs. The Heritage Foundation, the Federalist Society, and where, Rebecca Mercer and her father Bob, where Robert and Rebecca, where they put their money, and all these other dark money, where the gifts come in, where the stash goes in. It's been hidden in the past. And it's been going on for a really, really, really long time. So Citizens United needs to go there. All these like dark money funnels that need to be exposed, and that's what we can look forward to. And eventually, I think the truth always does come out. I mean, if I just hold fast to spiritual law, the message is love and truth always prevails. Well, truth is love. Lies are full of hatred and control and self-hatred. So I think the big message here is just that we can look to these nefarious old boys club players to be blocked. And it could take a long time, though, with the Lilies card here. This is the card of a long time. But then again, it's a wintertime card too, so maybe by next winter we'll see a lot. Maybe even something will come out, in February, March of this year. But yeah, lots of investigations, lots of public, because there are so many people that we're not going to give this up. We are not going to give this up. Because we've been through hell and back, this last 4 years, and we're not going to forget it. We need to make sure that the laws, that we need new laws on the books that protect us for the future, that block these nefarious players. So, okay, well, that's all I have for now. And of course, I will read on, any lawsuit that starts to come up around anyone. I imagine there'll be something around Mike Pompeo and Stephen Miller and all these other dark players. But and Rudy, oh my God, Rudy, what a mess. As all these players start, lawsuits about them start popping up, of course I'll read on them then. Okay, but for now, you guys, everybody take good care. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll be back soon. Okay, bye.